Imagine a world without light bulbs. Picture walking into a dark room, fumbling for a candle instead of simply flipping a switch. Light bulbs are everywhere, yet most people never stop to wonder, how does a tiny glass bulb instantly flood a room with light? The answer lies in an incredible mix of electricity, heat, and some simple yet brilliant science. A light bulb produces light through a process called incandescence, when an object gets so hot that it begins to glow. Inside a traditional incandescent bulb, there's a very thin tungsten filament. Tungsten is used because it has an extremely high melting point, allowing it to withstand intense heat. When electricity flows through the filament, it meets resistance, converting electrical energy into heat. As the temperature rises to about 4,500 degrees Fahrenheit, 2,500 degrees Celsius, the filament becomes white hot and emits visible light. You may have noticed that touching a lit incandescent bulb can burn your fingers. That's because most of the energy, around 90%, turns into heat rather than light, making these bulbs highly inefficient. That's one reason why newer lighting technologies like LEDs and fluorescent bulbs have largely replaced them. But why doesn't the filament burn up instantly? The secret lies in the bulb itself. The glass enclosure isn't just for protection, it's filled with an inert gas, such as argon or nitrogen, which slows down the evaporation of tungsten. If the filament were exposed to oxygen, it would burn out in seconds. This controlled environment helps the bulb last longer, but eventually, even the best incandescent filaments wear out. Newer bulbs work in entirely different ways. LED bulbs, for example, don't rely on heat at all. Instead, they use tiny semiconductors to produce light much more efficiently. Fluorescent bulbs, on the other hand, use gases and a special coating inside the tube to generate light with far less energy waste. If you compare an LED to an incandescent bulb, you'll notice that the LED stays cool even after hours of use, highlighting just how much energy the old bulbs wasted as heat. To truly appreciate the magic of the light bulb, imagine a piece of metal heating up in a blacksmith's forge until it glows bright orange. That's the same basic principle behind an incandescent bulb, except instead of a forge, we use electricity to heat a tiny tungsten wire. This simple concept changed the world. More than 100 years after Thomas Edison's first practical light bulb, technology has evolved dramatically. Today, we have energy-efficient LEDs, smart lighting, and even bulbs that can change colors at the tap of a smartphone. Yet it all started with one idea: heat something until it glows. The next time you flip a switch, take a second to appreciate the incredible science that turns darkness into light.
Got a question about how something really works? Drop it in the comments and we might cover your topic in our next video.